When posing a woman as well, you want to be careful of how you pose the hands. I think that's something that can easily make a photo go awry, is if somebody poses their hands wrong, it's really distracting. So a couple things to keep in mind is, in general, you never want to see the back of the hand or the front of the hand, because they're lighter colored, they're wider, when they're near the face, they're really distracting. That's where your eye is going to go. So what you're usually trying to do is pose it so that you see the side of the hand, the nice curve. So if you have somebody putting their hand in their hair, you don't want it to be like this, or like this, or like this. Instead, you'd like to have it kind of more gentle curve to the hand. Similarly, another tip that I can give you for fashion posing is if you want somebody to put their hand on their waist or the hand in the hair, instead of having somebody just kind of stick the hand there, you might consider actually having them make the motion. So for example, if you want someone to put their hand in their hair, when I say to do this, a lot of people will go like this and they'll kind of just stick their hand there. But instead, if you have them rub their hand or kind of drag it through the hair, it's much more gentle, soft, and natural pose. Same thing if you have somebody put their hand on their hip or their thigh. By default, when you say put your hand on your hip or on your leg, a lot of people will make it kind of at a tough right angle. They put their hand on their side. And when you have those stark angles, it is also kind of disjointed and it's not very flattering. But instead, when you have somebody kind of lightly touch the side of their body, it's much more gentle and elegant. When I'm doing fashion female poses, now particularly when I'm not working with a model, a lot of times the shots are very serious. If you look at the images in this app, there's not a lot of smiles or really any at all. And some people just don't look as natural with serious expressions. So one tip that I can give you is to have the individual, first of all, relax their forehead. A lot of people will lift up their eyebrows and it creates wrinkles in the forehead and they look a little more stressed or concerned. So one of the first things I say is relax your forehead. The next thing that I tell people to do is relax their jaw. So what women tend to do when you tell them to be serious is you do one of two things. They'll often bite down on their jaw, which actually flexes these jaw muscles, which gives them a wider face. So you obviously don't want that. So I will tell them, just relax your jaw for me, and usually you can see the difference. The next thing that women will do when you tell them to be serious is they'll pucker their lips. And again, that doesn't look very good. So really, one of the things that I encourage women to do is they say, all right, let's work on finding your good, serious face. And so I'll have them breathe in and breathe out. And the feeling at the end of the breath, that's typically a good look for the lips and for the jaw because it's not puckered, it's not tight, and it just leaves a little bit of soft opening. It's a very soft, serious look. So you have them breathe in and then breathe out. When posing women, a lot of people will have tension in their shoulders. And so when people have their shoulders higher up, they look more stressed and it really kind of shortens the neck. And you want people to have a longer neck. It makes them look more slender and more relaxed. So I'm often having people shrug their shoulders, kind of shake it out, relax a little bit, or actually pull their shoulders down. Another tip that I can give you for women as well is to actually sometimes have them elongate their neck and even stick their chin out a little bit. It's going to make the neck look longer, it's going to emphasize the clavicles, and it makes them look skinnier, especially if they have a little bit of weight under the chin.